Let's talk about a residential real estate listing agreement in Texas. The first paragraph just has the parties' information, sellers and the listing broker. Second paragraph goes over the property location, like legal description and property address. It also explains what improvements. So, for example, the house, garage, and all other fixtures and improvement attached to the above described real estate property, including without limitation the following: permanently installed and built-in items, if any, all equipment and appliances, valances, screens, shutters, awnings, wall-to-wall carpeting, mirrors, ceiling fans, attic fans, mailboxes, television antennas, mounts and brackets to television and speakers, heating and air conditioning units, security and fire detection equipment, wiring, plumbing and light fixtures, chandelier, water softener system, kitchen equipment, garage door openers, cleaning equipment, shrubbery, landscaping, outdoor cooking equipment, and all other property attached to the above described real estate property. Those items will stay. If you do not want those items to stay, we can exclude them. So please let us know when we go over the listing agreement with you. Also, is the property in a HOA? The listing price is something we are also going over when we are meeting with you at the listing presentation, and the terms of the listing. That's when is the listing going to start and when the listing is going to expire. The broker's compensation is also negotiated at the listing appointment. And it will also explain when the broker's compensation is earned and payable. The protection period, it just talks about what rights the listing broker has after the listing does expire, but we did have a potential buyer. All the amounts payable to the broker are in the state of in Texas, in El Paso, Texas. Listing services. Notice regarding public marketing. If the property is in a public market, MLS rules require that the broker files the listing with the multiple listing services within 1 business day. Public marketing includes, but is not limited to, flyers, display in the windows, yard sign, digital marketing on digital marketing, communications marketing, digital marketing on public facing websites, brokerage website display, including IDX and VOW, digital communication marketing, email blasts, multiple brokerage listing sharing network, and other applications available to the general public. There are 2 items that we can pick if the listing is going to be listed right away, or if we need some more time, then we can pick a certain day when the listing is going to be activated. Then the seller can also choose if they want to exclude the listing from the multiple listing services. But the seller acknowledge and understand that if this option is checked, the property will not be publicly marketed. The property will not be included in the MLS database available to real estate agents and brokers from other real estate offices who subscribe to the participants in the MLS. And the buyer's clients may not be aware that the property is offered for sale. The property will not be included in the MLS downloads to the various real estate internet sites that are used by the public to search the property listing. And fourth, real estate agents, brokers, and members of the public may be unaware of the term or condition under which the seller is marketing the property. Seller further acknowledge and understands that if the option is checked and the property is publicly marketed by anyone, including seller, MLS rules requires the broker file the listing with the MLS within 1 day. Please keep in mind, if you do not want this to be in the MLS, you can also not market it. Then listing content. If the broker files the listing under paragraph 6, the properties agree to the following. And then that's the definition. Listing content means all the photographs, images, graphics, video recordings, virtual tours, drawing, writing description, remarks, narratives, pricing information, and other copyright table elements relating to the property. Seller's listing contents means listing contents provided by the seller to the broker or broker's associates. Broker's listing content means listing content that is otherwise obtained or produced by a broker or associates. Authorizations, access to the property. Authorization access. Authorization access to the property means giving permission to another person to enter the property. Scheduling companies, that's where we put in who is going to enter the home, like photographer, any maintenance company. Keybox. A keybox is a located container placed on the property that holds the key of the property. A keybox makes it more convenient for brokers, their associates, inspectors, and appraisers and contractors to show the property. Also, as a seller, you can choose to not have one if you would like. We do not recommend this option because it's going to make it really hard for other agents to show the property. Number 8 is where we are talking about the compensation with other broker. Broker will allow other brokers to show the property to prospective buyers. Broker will offer to pay the other broker a fee as described below in the other broker's procedure through a buyer that purchases the property. So here we can also negotiate what the buyer's agent is going to get from the commission that we have negotiated. Intermediary status. Broker may show the property to interested prospective buyer who broker represents. So please keep in mind, a broker may have 200 agents under them. So any of these 200 agents would fall under the broker represents. If a prospective buyer who broker represents offers to buy the property, seller authorizes the broker to act as intermediary, and broker will notify seller that the broker will service the parties in accordance with the following alternative. So, for example, if a different agent from the brokerage will bring the buyer, then they will have they still will be an intermediary, but